quiet. They coming.
Welcome back. And this is episode what? It don't even fucking matter.
20?
It don't even matter.
Is it 20? 19?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Who cares? We don't do numbers around here no more.
But we do, but we'll figure it out later.
This is your boy Jose.
This is Tristan.
And we are the Savage Patch Kids, man. Today's episode is going to be a little interesting. It's going to get deep. We're going to have serious conversations. It might go left, might go right. Jokes will be thrown. Just be prepared for it, man. This is about to be a very honest episode.
Very
That's
honest.
it, man. That's pretty much it. Enjoy. Why are you slapping your fucking legs like that?
I don't know, man.
Get it together.
Happening.
Oh, well, let's get the soundboard up, man.
Shit's weird.
We gotta get the soundboard going. All right, here we are. Let's see if it works, man.
Super facts.
We back.
We there.
It's been an interesting week.
It's been a very interesting week, and I've noticed a lot about myself.
Yeah.
I have
A lot of which I've been telling you since before, but I'm just glad you finally starting to see that shit.
Yo, hey, man. I can't say I wasn't trying. It's hard. You know what I mean? Like, I get addiction is crazy. Like, I see why motherfuckers. It's not an addiction, but I see why people can't kick a drug habit. Cause I was trying to change, man. I couldn't let it go. Like, I'm too raw and uncut. And I gotta work on that.
It's not even raw and uncut. It's just, which I always tell you, like even before we started this podcast, because you used to make wild posts on social media, and I'm like, yo, you have to give some context into what you're saying. Yeah. Otherwise, that shit gonna go completely left. Right. And you're gonna get an asshole or two who don't know the situation. Yeah. And now you start a whole war on your post.
Yeah. So. See, and that's my thing. Social media has never. I can't fuck with it.
No.
The reason I can't fuck with it is because it's hard to give context to your post.
That's what I always say. If you're going to have something with some deeper meaning into it, don't use social media to get that message out.
Right.
Especially if you got something specific to say to a person, tell them. Like, because anytime you put on social media, you're not going to be able to give all this shit.
Especially if it's like something deep. Like,
everyone's going to want to voice their opinion. Then you're going to get people who don't know exactly what you're talking about, who have no idea what the situation is, and then they're mouthing off on it, and now you got this whole big thing that doesn't need to happen.
See, and all right. So a lot of people just, I get it's hard to like know somebody on social media because you don't know who they really are, where they're coming from, why are they saying this?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I know I'm easily portrayed that way. So, which is an asshole nowadays, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I'm just an honest man with an honest opinion. How I feel is how I feel. My problem is wording it.
Yeah, wording it.
My wording is horrible. I'm straightforward. If you know me, you know how I am. I'm straightforward, but you know there's no intention behind it.
Again, to my point. People that know you know what you mean, but then you get a random screwball on Facebook or Twitter, and they don't know you, and they just come off her like, "Oh, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he downing these people?" Or when in reality, you're just giving your honest thoughts on the situation,
right? And I'm just trying to approach the conversation to the table because some people aren't willing to talk about those things, but I'm approaching it the wrong way. That's my problem because I shouldn't say, first of all,
you shouldn't filter yourself.
Well, no, it's not filtered. I'm never going to filter myself.
Yeah,
I'm never going to filter myself.
Because that will take away from this whole podcast.
Right, yeah, I'm being myself. You know what I mean? It's just the way it comes off. First of all, I'm in no control of how people read it. Yeah. So they're going to take it however they read it. Like, they might have crossed paths with me.
Yeah,
and like, okay.
One thing, but they're taking it something completely opposite. Exactly. Like, just like the story you told about Johnny. You just told a story or just made a general statement, but in his mind, you were talking shit about.
Right, exactly.
Like, it's not like, that's what I'm saying.
See, but
things like that happen.
Yeah. See, well, that I didn't know how else to word it. It was
But
I get what you're saying.
It's like just making a general statement.
Yep.
You never know who's going to take it which way, and it's just like.
And I agree. And then another thing too is what I've been doing lately is posting things that would affect the people that's actually closer to me.
Yeah.
That I know, and that's never my intention. You know what I mean? It's not even like one of those things where. Which I have to think about now, because it's not one of those things where I just say shit because that person gave me a reason to. It's literally a random thought. I drive all day, so I see different people all day, every day. So I'm seeing random shit that makes me think of shit, and then I just shoot. You know what I mean?
No thought about it. It just comes off how it comes off.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying.
Right, and that's what I gotta stop. Yeah,
with the posting. Like, if you're going to post something, even if you don't think it's a deep meaning to it, just be careful, because you never know how someone else is going to take it. And now you got an issue on your hand. Well, if someone got hurt with it, didn't need to happen. Yeah. And it's just like, it's unnecessary. Right. That's what I'm saying. Social media is getting to the point now where it's becoming so like interpersonal that people think they really know you when they don't. Right. So they think they know what you're talking about, but really have no idea.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, I've always had a problem with it. You know what I mean? Because the way it looked to me, I would look at that and be like, yo, that's straight clickbait. He trying to spark some shit. Yeah. That's not my intention. My only intent, it is clickbait, but it's in a different context. It's not the clickbait that people do for strictly attention and strictly like, yo, look at me. I need this attention. Your shit's going off. Get that shit. Put that shit in your pocket. Put your text messages on silent. God,
it is on silent shit.
It is not. It's on vibrate.
Same shit.
No, it is not. Look it up. So my clickbait is, I'm gonna say this so hopefully somebody can come on my post and have this conversation with me. The thing is, I don't argue. I don't try to argue. The way I word things seems like I'm trying to argue, but it's really not. It's just I'm passionate about my opinions sometimes. Yeah. So there's times where I don't acknowledge, but I understand. You know what I mean? So I just need to back the fuck off. Yeah. And that's straight up, because I need to watch what I say, because I know it's
not even watching.
No, watch how I say it is what I meant.
Not even taking it that far. It's literally just social media. Like, don't post it on Facebook or something like that, because you don't know, it's gonna get taken out of proportion, out of context, because they don't know what you mean. Like, if you're just spouting off random thoughts, you know what you mean. Right. Like, people that know you.
Well, rather than because I was talking to Ahmed, and he was saying, rather than throwing my opinion in people's face like that and forcing it, ask the question.
Even that's
and bring the conversation to the table, and people will go on the post and have a discussion, and and then I can go in and have my opinion and blah blah blah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Rather than seeming like I'm attacking somebody.
But what typic is it?
It don't matter. I think this applies to everything. Yeah, I think this applies to everything. It's not. It's any. Well, it depends, because any topic is gonna be sensitive to somebody.
Exactly.
No matter what the topic is.
Usually when they get sensitive like that, they'll turn into defense mode.
But that's the thing. I don't want defense mode. It's not.
That starts the argument.
You're telling me your opinion, and I respect your opinion. I'm not seeing it as I personally don't see it as I'm offending you and you're defending yourself. You just don't agree with what I just said, and you're coming on here and stating your opinion. Yeah, I am completely fine with that. You know what I mean?
But they are not.
That leads back to my point. Like, when you put it out there like that, they're taking it the wrong way.
Right. Yeah.
There's no context behind it. Exactly. It's just a broad statement.
Yeah.
And it's sort of kind of like what people say to the older generation is saying to the newer generation, the millennials, whatever. They're saying that the millennials are entitled to crap and their opinions matter more than everybody else's. I don't know if you ever heard about that.
No, yeah, I mean,
and that's what
I mean. I don't even think that's millennials. That's old heads too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's everybody. That's human nature. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's like they're boxing all the millennials, people from I think it was like 84 to now. or something.
I don't know.
I don't know how they classify that shit.
I mean, I could be very well. I have millennial tensions as I do old head tensions. It's what I'm wearing boat shoes right now, aka Poppy 11s from the Croc store. You know what I mean? Like with Adidas joggers.
Yeah, you are.
That's both sides right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not that. I just think it's just being aware. You know what I mean? Like I know what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna take back everything I say. What I say is what I say. It's just how I say it, because everything I say can very well offend anybody. Just how he can say something. I could be talking about how dogs are cute, and somebody's gonna get offended because I call the dog cute.
Yeah.
Somebody, you know what I mean? It don't matter. It's just when it comes to certain topics, like you say, yes. When it comes to certain topics, I word it differently rather than throwing my opinion out there as forcefully as I do.
Yeah, you never want to force your opinion.
No, because then it looks like I'm attacking that group.
Yeah, now when someone feels attacked, they're gonna get in defense mode. Like,
exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's no conversation.
Where I don't want defense mode coming on my post. I want you're coming in to have an open conversation, but I'm not being.
Yeah, and you're not gonna have an open conversation. Someone's automatically feeling like they need.
It's gonna be hard to approach me not feeling defense because of how I said what I said.
Usually, and then there goes another thing about the millennial thing. They said that we take socials very, very seriously now.
Yeah, I don't. That's another thing.
That's the people that are usually on socials. Some I don't want to say all, or I'm going to say some. They take it serious to the point where they don't see the context of what you're saying.
Right. That's the thing. Yeah. That's why. So that's why I don't fuck with social media. Because
you know me, I haven't posted since 2009.
Excuse me.
The last time I posted something was in 2009. And I strictly just keep myself and keep my opinions to myself, because people are going to are just going to flip no matter what you write. Like you said, puppies are cute. Someone's going to flip no matter what.
Yeah, you can put "Let's Go Bills" or somebody gonna have like 10 negative things to say about the shit.
You say "Let's Go Bills" and here comes somebody. Oh, the Patriots.
Yeah, or somebody's like, "Yeah, fuck the Bills." Like, all right, well.
Whatever.
Fuck you too.
Yeah. That's the fan came out on that one.
But what I'm saying is, like, anytime you're not going to ever be able to hold the conversation if the other party automatically feels like they need to defend themselves.
And that's why I'm not good on social media, is because I don't feel the need to give you context in a long ass post on social media. You know what I mean? But this is another reason, like, I wanted to do the podcast. Is because this is a perfect platform where I could just talk. So if I say something on social media, now you know where it's come. Like, now you know the context because I have this platform. Yeah. But I'm still not gonna. My real opinions and if you want to know context and opinions on some real topics, come here.
Yeah, this
is where I'm going to be talking. This is where you're going to get to know me.
When you want to get your shits off, that's when you need to do it here, because you have, like, instead of typing it out, people know the emotion behind it. They know where you're coming from because you're actually speaking it instead of just typing it.
All right, I've done this before, and constantly, I don't check Facebook as much as I used to. I probably check it once a year at this point. Sometimes when I go on it, I kind of get like an anxiety attack, because sometimes I feel some people are stupid.
There's too much happening,
and it's so many things happening. But I see a random stupid ass status, and I look at it and I'm like, I should respond to it. I start typing, and it's a really long paragraph. And at the end of it, I go, why am I typing this? Why am I spending the time to argue with someone over text, or where they're not going to get my point, my point? So it's like, I just highlight the whole thing, delete it, and I just shut it off.
Right. Yeah. No, yeah, I hear you.
I don't know if you've ever done that before.
Honestly, I wouldn't be on Facebook as much if it wasn't for this podcast, because that's where I promote it. You know what I mean? That's where I talk to people. That's where the following is. You know what I mean? That's where our core audience is. Like, to be straight up. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I need to watch what I do and what I say, is because I'm in the public eye now. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to be, regardless of how much I don't care about how people see me, we have a brand. This is our podcast. So I'm not gonna go out here and be like, oh, he's being a savage because of the episode, because their name of the episode, like, podcast is called Savage Patch Kid. He's out here being an asshole. They're gonna start seeing it as, yo, he's really playing into this role as an asshole for the sake of the podcast. I'm not trying to play a character of myself.
The day you become a character of yourself, the day we might have to stop, because then it's gonna be like, who's gonna take it serious at that point?
And you know what I mean. And shout out to Uncle Cha. Well, what Char? What does he want to use?
Uncle Charla.
Charla. Okay.
Uncle Charla.
Charla. I wanted to say Charla so bad.
I don't know why it's Uncle Charla, but yeah,
the same shit.
It's not, but
it is. But if he decided to make that change, he'd be Uncle Charla.
But I feel like,
God,
since I've never met
Christ,
never met Charlamagne.
That was too soon.
Oh, that's might be too soon.
That's all right.
Since I've never met Charlamagne, I don't know. We don't know if he's playing into this character.
He's who he is.
He's who he is
because
he's sort of no.
He's sort of like
from when he started at Power.
He's not as savage as he used to be. Like,
he started watching what he said.
Even that, not even further than that. Like, remember how every year they would do Charlamagne's most savage moments of the year.
Right.
He said, looking back at himself now, being a married man and a father of two daughters, he felt ashamed of that.
I feel like
that's straight up.
He felt embarrassed by that shit.
Right.
Like,
I feel like the moment where he kind of like they'll never let go is when Little Mama, whatever her name is.
Oh, Mama.
Where everybody accuses him of making her cry.
When in reality, it wasn't.
But I don't think he cares about that, because
he cares because they think he made her cry because she was talking about her mother having cancer.
Yeah.
When in reality, Angela Yee asked the question.
Right. But the proof is out there. You know what I mean? The proof
is out there, but people still want, because he has that image of being an asshole.
Right.
People automatically say, "Oh no, you made that."
Exactly the same thing with Little Duval.
Yeah,
the same thing happened with Little Duval.
Yeah,
Little Duval's words, he said what he said, and Charlamagne was like, "Yo, you can't say that."
And Charlamagne got in trouble for saying that. Like,
but that's because of his platform, and he has the record of
that image of being an asshole.
Exactly.
If the lies were then the truth,
no one cares. People are going to gravitate towards a lie.
Yeah,
that's just how that works.
That's why.
That's so true.
But that's why we had to have this exorcism, because, like, I'm aware of what's going on. Like, if you don't find it in yourself to blame yourself for what you're doing sometimes, like, then there's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go elsewhere for the blame. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wrong. I know that I have to word things differently. I know that I'm horrible with wording, and I know who it's offending and who it shouldn't be offending. You know what I mean? I'm aware of all of that, so I need to do better. You know what I mean? That's pretty much plain and simple. So, like I said, like, serious opinions and all that shit, I'm keeping it on here, because this is my platform now. This is the platform that I care about. You know what I mean? On Facebook, I kind of don't care, so that's why I let it loose sometimes. Because it's like, I really don't care, you know what I mean? But I should care. So, to a certain extent. That's all.
Facebook is more personable. Like, you can connect quickly with somebody.
Right.
Right. With this is more different. This is just straight, here's my opinion.
Honestly, I think this is more personable.
But if somebody sees me as an asshole, they're not giving our product a chance.
No.
Because it's tied to my name.
So I don't want to hear that loudmouth talk. Like,
that's all it is.
What's the point?
You know what I mean?
They
don't see, like, right now, they don't expect or see me to have this type of conversation and be handling the way I am, and know that it's all me and not others. You know what I mean? I'm the one that has to change and do better.
But okay.
That's man. There's I see. I can't justify, like, what I've been doing lately. I can't. Well, not lately, forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You know what I mean? I can't. It's okay to stay true to my roots and do better. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just
and
different
Charlamagne's
aspects.
A perfect example. Like, he hasn't changed his character at all, but he's just changing the way he moves.
He didn't bleach his skin, but got lighter skin. Because he went to a dermatologist and got what he had.
The skin, like,
you know what I mean?
Just getting his life together.
Just do better, you know what I mean? That's why we got to go to the gym.
Yeah.
We started going. We haven't been there in a week.
Yeah, it's getting bad. We got to get back in there.
We got to do better, man.
We do.
Yo.
So that was the exorcism of Hozay.
That was the exorcism Hozay. With an H, with an O, with a Z, with an A, with a Y, with a Z. Yo, that's the single. That should be the hook.
It shouldn't be.
I can throw some melodies behind that one.
We don't need to. We're going to be all right.
I told you. Jesus. No, you did.
Yeah, whatever.
Jesus Christ. All right, man. So, what are we gonna say about the sexual harassment shit that's going on, man? Sexual harassment, sexual assault. Like,
it's getting to the point now. I'm not talking to anybody that's female that I don't know. Like, if I work with you, I just can't talk to you no more. That's just,
this shit is crazy.
It's like it's somebody new every day, and it's insane.
Okay, now
Matt Lauer just got fired.
Okay, yeah, and then Russell Simmons had to step down. Now he stepped down. Okay, now do you think that's showing him that he showing people that he's guilty by stepping down?
Well, I think he already admitted that it was there when he didn't hide from it. He hasn't said anything. He just stepped down.
Did you see Amanda?
He said that he said that it was true, but it was consensual.
Okay, so he's trying to build a case.
But why step down when it feels consensual?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to dig too deep into like why he stepped down, but I think, in my opinion, that him stepping down is pretty much saying, "Yo,
that's
I
an
fucked
admission.
up."
Yeah, that's an admission to guilt. In my mind,
you know what I mean. Now,
and at the same time, it's like all the stories he used to tell about him being in the '80s, always on coke and like this.
Did you see?
It's like it wasn't surprising, but at the same time, I was like, "Damn, Uncle Russ, how you do this?"
Right? Yeah.
But
did you see Amanda? What is Seals?
Yeah.
She came out today or yesterday saying, like, she had an Instagram. I want to say it was an Instagram video or some kind of video.
Yeah.
Saying like, well, remember back when I said this, and there was a video saying I was at a meeting with high-end people, and the one dude came up to me and asked me, "Did we fuck?" And then she was like, "No," and he's like, "Oh, I swear I remember some wild shit." She played that video, and then she said she was like, "That person I was talking about was Russell Simmons."
Jesus Christ.
Yes. So, and you know what I mean? And she was like, and then she said she was like, he didn't assault me. Or harass me. He just asked me. He's like, I felt uncomfortable saying that to you. That he was the one that just said that and asked me that question. So imagine somebody that's actually going through it.
Yeah.
But now my question is, with so many fucking people, so many women. Let's put it like that. Let's be straight.
It's women and men. Like, it's on both sides at this point. Like,
but it's more sensitive with women. It
kind of is because no one cares when a man gets sexually abused.
No,
like, even though it's not bad. Because when the Kevin Spacey thing, that was like hot for like what, a day or two, but now when no one's even talking.
Yeah, and I feel like it should be the same because that sheds a bigger light on like, yo, this is not cool.
No, it's not.
Like, this happening is not fucking cool. Whether you're a man or a fucking woman. See, but this is yo, it's crazy that. Okay, is there such thing? So if a woman was to come up, if a man was to come up and say I was sexually assaulted, harassed by a woman, do you think it'll be treated the same?
No,
I'm not trying to downside.
Charlamagne tells a story every day on the Breakfast Club about how he got propositioned about a career opportunity if he didn't fuck the girl, that he wouldn't get the opportunity. Like. And people just take it as a joke because that
shit.
But when the tables are turned, it's a way more.
I don't think that should happen. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to downplay the victims.
No, not at all.
I'm not.
But it should be treated the same both ways
because of the bigger picture. Like, this is sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
People are being like ripped of their rights. Like,
because you're leveraging. You're in the position of power, and you're leveraging that against this person's entire career. Like, that's not cool.
It's not cool now.
Male or female, that's not cool.
Now, if you've been working your whole life for something, and you're in that position, like, I don't know if it's some kind of like intimidation. Like I said, I don't plan on putting my feet in women's shoes because I could just imagine what they go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In those positions, I just can't imagine. You know what I mean? But is it? Are they they can risk it? They can risk their career to say no. Like, isn't that morally
that's what I'm saying. Like, they're leveraging that power against them. Like, if you say no, you may never work at what you really want to do. Like, just because you just try to have some dignity and some little sense of pride about yourself. Now your career is not existent. Now, is it easy to believe that there's a possibility that women use that to their advantage? There's some women out there that can say, "Listen, I know the power of my pussy. I know the power of my pussy. So I'm going to use this to my advantage to get to where I need to be in my career." So, do you think that you always hear about that? Like, once again, like, so right now, do you think that because it's a man versus a woman? Right. When a woman uses it versus like on the man, it's like, all right, nigga, you gonna fuck her regardless. So what's the point? But now it should be treated the same way as a woman leveraging her power against a man as is a man leveraging his power against a woman. Like, it should be treated the same way. Right. Whether it's male or female, sexual assault. Exactly. It's not right, and something needs to be done about it. Yeah. And so, do you think that somebody should get, because in the court of the public opinion, like, you get dragged. You get dragged. Yeah. Now, do you think people should lose their jobs just based off of sexual accusation? If there's no proof behind it, someone just lying on it. I feel like right now, where we're at right now with it, because this is a conversation that's happening a lot. Yeah. And because so many people are coming out of higher power and happen to be men, and those men are disgusting. I feel like they shouldn't lose their job until an investigation happens. But I feel like people are losing their job. Well, people are jumping out of the window because it's the court of public opinion saying, "Oh, he's a scumbag. He's got to go." Yada yada yada, X, Y, and Z, but without any investigation. Now, Harvey Weinstein, that might be a little different because there's over 50 or 60 people who have the same story. Like, but realistically, how many of those are actual victims? That's what I'm saying. You need an investigation. That's the problem.
This kind of, I know it might be like a little.
It's a slippery slope, man. It's very slippery.
Like, if they were to come out back in, I don't know. Well, when was the whole Harvey?
This was over 20 years. Yeah.
So, say for instance, back 20 years ago, there was no like internet socials at all. So, if they were to have come out then, even though they should have, would the public destroy that person?
I don't think so. I think back then it was easier just to go to rehab for a couple of days and come out and act like you clean.
Yeah, but like if they
it's
come
easier
out now,
to hide now.
No, it's harder to hide now because social media. Yeah, there's always someone to attack you 24/7.
There's no more courts anymore. But like,
that's why it's been 20 years.
Yeah. So like, say for instance, someone says, "Hey, this person did this person did this to me." Now, instead of dealing with the courts, now you're dealing with
court of public opinion.
You're dealing with the world, and now you're kind of like just
right.
You should just come out and just say what you did at this point because it's going to come out and you're going to get judged no matter what.
Yeah, you can't. I
don't think anybody's just going to come out and be like, "Listen, I did this to this person." But I feel like
Louis C.K. kind of owned up to it. Like, he didn't fight it, but.
It's still it's one of those things. It doesn't make it right. Yeah, like the only question that comes up with him admitting that is that would you chalk that up to a fetish? That's just
I
not.
Think that's a fetish.
Yeah, because like
he didn't see anything wrong with it. He just likes to jerk off.
Yeah, apparently, so. Because if I'm not mistaken, the one broad said that
you can't say broad.
It's okay.
It's PC.
We just had
this whole conversation.
I know, and this is the platform. There's context behind that broad. I really don't mean it for what I mean. Like
random story.
Whatever, man.
I was Christmas shopping, and remember when you guys were like talking about little people?
What'd you say? Midgets, man. Midgets. Stop little people. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
So midgets. I'm like bending over just to get something down there, and
so you just put your ass in a midget face?
Jesus Christ!
No. So I'm picking up something and I look over and this freaked me out. Because I you know how you see someone, you're down here somewhere and you see someone's up here? This person was literally face to face with me. So I kind of like...
That's awkward, man. It's awkward because it's like you're... It's fucked up because like when you're at that level, you don't expect to be face to face with somebody. Like unless you're kneeling down or crouching down, whatever the fuck you were doing with them.
But this reminds me of the time we were downtown during the parade. On St. Patrick's Day, I was drunk as shit, and I bent down to tie my shoe, and I looked up and I saw a midget. And on St. Patrick's Day, I lost my shit.
Like laughing, like
I couldn't. The irony, like a midget on St. Patrick's Day, he wearing green. My mind just goes to leprechauns. Probably,
You're fucked up for that.
That's what I'm saying. It's real fucked up. It's old me though. I was young.
I just found it weird.
Yo, shout out to all the midgets. Yo, shout for real. Like they cool.
We were just talking.
Drop a bomb for the midgets. They people. Drop a bomb for the midgets.
He was running. He was walking in front of me. I'm like, that's mad random just to see this little person.
Midget, man.
I'm doing that.
Little person sounds horrible.
Little person sounds mad disrespectful.
Yes. Let's be real, man. I'm not walking around calling people you little person. What's up, little person? What's your name?
But you're not gonna ask a person that. You're not gonna be like,
I'm not. Person? But if it comes up in conversation, I'm not gonna say little person. I'm gonna say midget and see how they react. And be like, okay,
if I don't get snuck,
there's gonna be two things. I don't know.
God. This person
he either didn't like what I said and kept it to himself, is gonna say something about it, which is what I want. That way I don't have to use it again around you.
Yeah.
The next midget is gonna get midget.
Tell us a consensus on this shit. I'm sorry.
Yes. We don't listen.
I need answers.
Super facts.
Yes.
We don't fact check around here. We don't label. You a midget. If you don't like being called a midget, holla at me.
Let us know.
That's it. Let me know.
Let us know.
I'm okay with not using. My bad. I'm not going to group all y'all though.
No.
Okay.
Just because you offended don't mean all y'all offended by it.
It's a fact.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, but you gotta stop with that little person shit, man. Yeah. Little people. That's wild.
Back to the Harvey Weinstein thing.
I mean, they're creeps. I don't know what else to like.
But
I think, but like I said, it's weird. Like
he's even more of a scumbag too because he tried that old tactic from back in the day where I go to rehab for a day, then come out a day later, and I'm supposed to be fixed, and people weren't having that. So that shows that mentality that as long as I show I'm trying to get some help, even though I'm still gonna be the same scumbag, I'm still.
I feel like, but like, what if like, oh man, like what if women or men like decide to like have sex? All right, so you have sex with this girl, and y'all feeling on each other. Clothes start coming off. No words are being like said, just straight body language. We feeling each other. Next thing you know, my dick is inside you. You're moaning.
Oh.
We're having a good time. 5 years down the road,
you say it's rape.
You say some wild shit that it's rape, and you said there was no consent, but I can't prove that.
That's a slippery slope too.
Yeah, like what's proof?
I feel like if you lie about a rape, you need to go to jail.
I agree.
Because you can really do some damage to someone's life if you were accused.
Just with the accusation.
Just the accusation, yeah.
Yeah, just the accusation.
Okay.
Just the accusation will fucking mess up your reputation.
And you lie about it, you're going to jail.
That's the whole point. Like, you need to. Well, that's lying on stand. But I'm saying if you make the accusation, not even going to court, just making the accusation, filing paperwork, and then you change your mind because you say this is a money grab, you deserve to go to jail. Yeah. Like that's just
if you can't if whatever you're accusing somebody of it can't be proven, there should be consequences.
If it's just a lie, if it's just a bold-faced lie, you deserve to go to jail. Yeah, that's just how that goes.
Well, I mean, because even if you can't prove it, doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah, but if you're blatantly trying to trap someone or get some money out of somebody, you deserve to go to jail.
You gotta go.
That's why.
You gotta fucking go.
That,
it's unfortunate though. Like, the only thing I could come out of I could say about this is
Dame Dash smacked Harvey Weinstein.
He did.
That's okay. Shout out to. But my thing is, if I see some shit like that, I'm slapping the shit out of him too. Like, I'm glad that I've never been around a man disrespecting a woman the way I don't like. Yeah. I'm going to. If I see a dude hitting his woman or girl, I'm stepping in. Yeah. There's no way around it.
I'm saying what.
I'm stepping in.
That's actually happened. I was at a party and dude, he spit at a chick. I knew her, so I just blacked.
Yeah,
Next thing
man.
I know,
I hear you.
I'm on the ground, my hands around his throat. Like, that's literally just black to that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just my reaction. Like, that's something I can't tolerate. You're not gonna disrespect someone in front of me.
No. And then, I've done that for some people know this story. Like, I don't like somebody till this day because they were trying to like pretty much bully somebody on a bus, and he almost like pretty much spit on him. I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, like that.
I stepped right into the middle of the bus. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, don't be doing that shit, man.
Yeah,
no,
that's
not around me,
so
man.
Whack
don't do
there.
that shit.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? And you think I'm gonna tolerate that with a woman?
No,
fuck out of here, man. Actually, I'm not even gonna be like, oh, what's going on? Like, if you connect, I'm connected.
Like I said, I just blacked. Next thing I know, my hands around the throat, we on the ground.
Nah, man. And the only advice, like, I'm just hoping that, unfortunately, there has to be victims. But I hope that because of all this that's going on, I hope women and men, but most importantly women, because they go through it more. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Women, I hope they build the courage to speak up when it does happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
consequences.
Because you don't want it to get to a point where you build the courage and then you speak up and nobody believes you.
Yeah. Now you get to the little
kind of
like
little boy cry wolf story,
right? Yeah,
like this.
So it's like I said, it's a slippery slope. But if you feel harassed, speak up. Like, if it's real, like you felt that uncomfortness and you know this is like what this person does, speak up, man. Build that courage to speak up right there and then, because it's too much. Like, you don't want to be the victim and be looked at like it's like, no, you ain't shit.
It's like you're holding on to that. Yeah,
that affects your life.
So many cases coming out now, people that committed suicide because they couldn't take the mental strain anymore.
Right.
Like, that's something that you gotta have. I mean, it's hard obviously because you feel like you're the one in the wrong at this point because this person's famous, have power. Who am I? That's probably what the feeling is.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
you feel powerless.
That's a terrible spot to be in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, man, I just hope that you build the courage to speak up when it happens, because this shit, like, it can affect more than just you. You know what I mean? Like, it can affect everybody around you, but
it can literally change your entire life for the worse.
It's crazy, man. But on a lighter note, man, like, is it even a lighter note? Jesus Christ. The Bills, man.
That's not lighter.
The Buffalo Bills. I think it is. Let's be real. I mean,
that was rough.
The Patriots.
Honestly, I barely watched it.
They got sexual. Okay, the Bills got sexual assaulted.
They got raped. Yeah.
They got raped.
They got raped. And it wasn't.
Did they use lube? Tom Brady used lube because he didn't have a passing touchdown, right?
They had another dildo incident.
Word.
Apparently,
For real?
Dildo part 2. Brady's dildo part 2 apparently ended up on the field again. But I didn't I barely watched the game, so I don't know what happened. But someone was telling me about it at work today. Because they went and they were telling me that there's another dildo that got thrown on the field.
I watched the entire game.
I did. I stopped after that first drive in the third quarter. I was like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah, because I've just been going to my mom's house to watch the games, and it's just like, if we don't have a game commander, like, I'm there, so it's like, it was bad, but there's still a shot. They have to win out and have the Ravens, I think, lose 2.
Yeah, not even win out. They just got to win more than the Ravens at this point. But
because the Ravens can tank.
Pittsburgh,
you never know.
Pittsburgh pretty much holds Buffalo's playoff chances in their hands. So if Pittsburgh beats Cincinnati tonight and Baltimore next week, that puts Buffalo a game back. So now Baltimore's got to find another L somewhere.
And who they're playing? Who's up next?
Baltimore schedule? I don't know.
They don't matter. I mean, I don't see the Bills beating the Patriots in 3 weeks?
Well, they got the Colts this week, then they go to Miami comes
and
here,
then Patriots.
Then they go to New England and then Miami.
Yeah.
So that's a tough stretch.
That's tough. That's a tough stretch. I can see them beating Miami twice.
The Colts are beatable. Twice and beat the Colts.
They need to beat the Colts right now. Obviously right now, but they need to beat.
They got to beat the Colts, and they got to take 3 out of those 4. Yeah. And hopefully, the Baltimore loses 3 out of the 4. So,
if they lose either,
they can't tie with Baltimore because Baltimore had unless Baltimore loses 2.
So they can go in 9-7.
They can get in 9-7 as long as they have more conference wins than the Ravens. And if both
so they have to beat Miami. But might have to beat Miami twice.
Definitely have to beat Miami twice.
That's it.
Definitely have to beat Miami twice.
Yeah,
because I don't see them getting a win in New England.
I don't think so either.
I think that's going to get.
They could, but that momentum has to carry on from going to Indy and beating them, coming back home.
They're here. Indy's here and Miami's here. Then go to New England and then Miami. So
they have to. Yeah, they have to win these next. They have to.
It's not even a question. Like they have to win.
They have to win. This is a must win. They can't worry about what Baltimore's doing. They got to win.
That's great.
So it could. They have to keep it in their hands.
Either that, or they hope the South falls apart in Jacksonville and Tennessee. One of the 2 teams finishes 8-8. Like that's the only way.
Yeah, because Jacksonville's 8-4 right now. They're both 8-4.
They're both 8-4. Yeah. So they got to hope the wheels fall off from somewhere between Jacksonville and Tennessee. So Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Baltimore are the teams we're looking for to lose if you're a Bills fan. So that's same shit, different year.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because I don't like. Do you have a prediction on who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
I had Philly in it until they got washed by Seattle last night, but I'm still going to go New England and. I don't know. Minnesota's tough. I think Rams are tough this year.
I see the Rams are Saints.
Eagles are still there. The Saints are just running all over people.
Yeah, I see.
NFC is a way tougher race than AFC right now. AFC is between Pittsburgh and New England to me.
I can't
wait for that game next week.
Pittsburgh, you say it's going to be Pittsburgh? Yeah, I can see Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's looking solid.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
They're looking solid, boy.
They look like a real team right now.
So they seem like the most complete team.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, because the Patriots it's the defense, man. It's the defense. The Bills Bills
didn't even throw a touchdown. No, it was literally they ran the ball and played defense. Yeah, that was an old school.
That's what it is. Yeah,
and that's usually
their defense is looking good, but I think Calvin Benjamin, man,
was more disrespectful. That the player who got the interception and the sack was on the Bills practice squad 2 weeks ago. And now he's running roughshot for the Patriots.
Like the last month, he's been wilding.
Yeah, he's been wilding out, but he was on the Bills practice squad.
Was Tyron Taylor really walked out?
No, he got knocked out. But
which is that?
I heard he walked out.
Who?
No, he got hurt yesterday.
No, they took him on the cart to the locker room.
No, he got carted off the field. But that's another scary thing because they're saying he has a contusion to his patellar tendon. That's more than the day. They got to stop labeling everything as day to day because that's more than the day to day.
How long is Calvin Benjamin out for?
I don't think he's coming back. If he tore his meniscus, he's not coming back this year.
Because they made it seem like he was almost ready to come back.
Well, yeah, but that's another thing with the medical thing. Like they have to stop saying day to day with everything because they're saying a torn meniscus is day to day.
No, it's not
a day to day injury. A contusion to the patellar tendon, maybe week to week, but I don't see that being day to day. But
I don't know.
So it's tough to say right now. If I say this, if Nate Peterman is the quarterback for the rest of the year, they're not making playoffs. Unless he turns into
the defense needs to play better, man. The defense has been getting ran
They can't stop the run
since Marcel Davis. Yo,
and that didn't need to happen because that's self-inflicted because they didn't need to trade him right now. They could have waited till the offseason.
They could have. They could have got a package deal with Marcel and Tyrod for somebody or something.
More drafting. They probably could have got more for him. But
that's what I'm saying. And
it didn't need to happen right now. That was just
even though he wasn't performing, he was still clogging that middle.
He clogs the middle and stops the run.
Yeah, man.
And ever since he's been in Jacksonville, they have the #1 rush defense in.
I wonder fucking why. It's not because of him. It is because of him.
Game rushing. So literally, it is because of him because they went from 20th to the #1. So
at the end of the day, man, the defense is going to fuel off the offense, and the offense is trash. Tyrod, the next year, Tyrod has to go.
Yeah, they got to draft.
He has to fucking go. He is not the fucking answer.
No,
he is what you call being content.
Yeah, like
there's no way around it.
I don't get it though.
What the fuck? What is that?
Yeah,
that quick flash.
the third time
that shit was wild. Like, I feel like he's trying something new, and I respect it, but it just looks crazy.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely wild.
I respect it, huh?
I'll explain later.
It's all right, man. I mean, I'm done. You got something else to talk about, man?
We in the exercise José.
You exercised me.
Talked about the sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Talked about the bills.
Everything else saying, I mean, I don't know what else is going on. I mean, there's always a lot going on, but I don't fucking care. Oh, did you see Tyrese hollering there's a Four Brothers sequel? I'm around if that's real.
Yeah, but the article is from like 2010. So he's
the article that he shared?
That he was talking about.
Oh, that he was talking about?
2010. And
I'm around for a sequel. I think it was a good service. Yeah. Not right. I don't. You think it's too late?
Not even. I don't think it needs one.
You don't think it needs one? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm around for it.
I mean, if it happens, I'm gonna see it because the first one was amazing, but I don't think it needs it. Like that's just
one of
the movies. I don't think it needs one.
So did you see? Oh, speaking as you were talking about Hov.
Hey, it's Hov's birthday. Happy birthday, Hov.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, listen. Someone say happy birthday.
That's true.
Jesus Christ.
It's Hov.
Stop hating. Why you hate Hov so much?
I don't hate him.
Dude, you see how people are making a big deal that he finally admitted to cheating on Beyonce?
There's people out there making a big deal.
Yeah, like they're litterally.
Did they not listen to the album?
That's what I'm saying. Like you didn't listen to 444. Like that's the entire song.
And it's been out for what? 5 months?
Yeah, actually, August. Did they come out in August?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Runner. So like
I don't know.
He admitted a lot. Like he had a threesome. He had a threesome.
I regretted it.
You can't say that into.
It's in the song.
You had a 444. The actual song.
444.
That's one of the songs that I really didn't.
Well, that's the song you need to listen to.
That's the song you need.
That's the whole album.
That's the
song that brings everything
that's
together.
That's the core of the album.
Yeah.
Like him being his most vulnerable.
You're one of them new niggas that listen to music just for the boom bap. You gotta
boom bap.
Like, you gotta
boom bap.
You gotta listen to what the message.
I don't know what he means.
I just couldn't think of nothing else to say. The beat.
I listen to any kind of music. I could say, do you listen to hip hop? No, Latin trap.
I don't know what that is.
See?
Didn't know that's a thing. That's different.
What is that?
You don't even know what Latin trap is.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
I didn't know it was a thing.
It sounds similar to what Travis Scott
is that like a hillbilly trap?
No, it's Hispanic trap.
Trap is trap. Hillbilly trap.
No, I get what he means. Okay, so that's what it's called. So Latin chop is
Latin trap.
Oh, Latin trap.
Yeah.
Oh, then I've heard it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you said Latin trap.
Is trap music in Spanish?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Travis Scott's kind of style.
Yeah.
But in Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's kind of. I enjoy it.
No, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I just don't listen to Spanish.
Listen to trap music for the messaging. You listen to trap music because it's got the 808s and shit.
Every time I get in my car, I don't put any kind of hip hop. I put on the fucking jazz music on.
There you go. So you don't fuck with hip hop then, right?
I know, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. It's just I just put on elevator music so I could just chill.
What you said? You said Post Malone?
Because Post Malone said people shouldn't listen to rap if they want something.
No, he's just a creep. I don't like him either.
He looked dirty.
I just don't.
Rockstar is hard.
I mean, his album was.
His album is
Stony.
Yes, that album was hard.
What is the song?
Like that shit. Congratulations.
Okay,
he got a lot of bangers on
broken
there.
Whiskey bottle or some shit like that. Whatever it's called. Yeah, his album is
telling you, man. There's
Rockstar. The ways 21 Savage flow.
This is where
yo 20. I don't know, man.
21 been killing since he been on Amber Rose.
So
she's changing them.
He drinking water now.
Drinking water. He getting that. I think he getting the tattoo removed from his forehead. Like he's. That's
good.
A small.
He's been spitting.
This is like a small type of topic. New York hip hop. Where is it? And
I don't think New York hip hop exists anymore.
But who's to say that?
Well, who's in the forefront of hip hop in New York?
And everyone who is in the forefront sounds like from somewhere else.
People say New York hip hop is dead, but like, what is New York hip hop?
New York hip hop doesn't have a sound anymore because everybody from New York sounds like somebody from down south.
But
even if you listen to the newer guys,
Cardi B is probably the most New York you'll get right now.
And even she sounds more
like
down
what are you trying to?
Yo, she murdered that fucking Juicy J joint.
Where are you guys gauging this from, though? Are you?
I don't. Yo, I listen.
Popular?
No, just how it sounds. Like the sound of music.
Yeah, but like the
sound of music right now is
its own right now.
The sound is South. Everything that everyone's making is Southern based. Everything from the heavy drums, the up tempo beats, like all that is Southern music. That's Southern hip hop.
And
everyone's doing the same shit.
So when did it change?
Like what? When did Dipset really take off? Because that was like the kickoff.
That was 06, 07.
That's when it started. Because that's when the high BPM started. That's when everyone started using 808s. That's when the up-tempo beats started happening.
That's when
Kanye was different because Kanye was still doing that soul type music.
Yeah,
and that's not even.
And all their soul, all their beats were.
Yeah, but that wasn't the popular sound by now. I'll tell you. You said, "What does the music sound like?" Music. The sound of music is still Southern. Whether you like it or not, that's just what it is. It's the Travis Scotts, it's the Migos, the Gucci Manes. It's all that is like. It all sounds exactly the same. And even people from New York, when you got A Boogie with the hoodie, fucking what's his name? ASAP Rocky, everyone from ASAP Mob, all that shit is Southern based.
That like the ASAP Rocky, okay, I get it because he kind of like sounded.
It's everyone
and looked like he was from down south.
He's from Harlem, yeah. But that's just the sound.
You would never know that Travis Scott is from Houston.
No, you wouldn't, because he sounds like he's from Atlanta.
Because you can never really hear him talk.
No,
not older shit, maybe.
Since his,
I've never listened to his oldest stuff.
Owl Pharaoh, maybe, but ever since Rodeo, he's.
Owl Pharaoh, Rodeo, Owl Pharaoh, you hear it a little bit. Rodeo,
Travis Scott,
I don't know, you can't call it.
It was one time you asked me, he's like, "Yo, what do you think of Travis Scott?" And I completely forgot that this is when Travis Porter was out. So
I thought that's when I introduced you to Travis Scott. The Rodeo.
I thought it was the same person. I'm like, oh, I don't listen to them.
Because Ahmed put me on. Ahmed put me on to Travis Scott, and then I'm like, yo, Tristan, you gotta listen to this shit. You gotta listen to the Rodeo. I'm like, yo.
Played 3 songs.
I like from Rodeo was that last one.
Nah, the Rodeo was tough, man.
Beginning to end.
No, not Days Before Rodeo. Not just Rodeo.
Days Before Rodeo. Rodeo's the album.
Rodeo's the album. Days Before Rodeo.
Days Before Rodeo.
From that mixtape. Yeah,
that whole mixtape is fire. There's no skips in that mixtape. Not a single one.
Like, if you sit there and, like, think about it, going back to New York hip-hop, they may sound like it, but it's still New York hip hop.
No, because they're taking that sound. If you want New York hip hop,
ASAP and
French sounds like he's done.
Okay, but who's in the
I never knew French was from New York
right now. Like when you mention, like who do you think? When you mention who is top 5 in New York that's putting on right now for New York?
You can't even name 5.
But like, are you talking about beats or
no? You're talking about the sound of music. We're talking about
the sound of music. Like
the sound of music. Fabulous. Jay-Z.
You count them? Those are legacy acts, though. They're not legacy act. That's all legacy shit. No one in
right
now. Action Bronson, okay. Action, but I wouldn't count Action as a forefront.
No, I don't think. Yeah,
he's not a top tier. He's not a top tier artist.
If you really want to take it out of New York too, but it's still in New York.
No, the whole conversation is New York.
West Side Gun.
What do you? So how are you taking
Conway?
How do you take it out of New York?
How are you taking it out of New York? It's Buffalo.
No, I know that, but I taking it out of New York City and making it in New York State. West Side Gun.
Even still, they're not a typical New York.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to say, like, okay, when you think of down south right now, who you think?
Future.
You think Future.
Yeah, Future.
Migos.
Travis Scott. Everybody who got a high BPM rate. Like,
girls in Gucci.
Fucking Gucci.
You got Gucci. I mean, Gucci's actually a legacy act, too.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I think Big Crit, people always forget Big Crit, but even Big Crit is more soulful than that heavy up tempo. Big Crit is more
and those people and those people are like hot right now.
So then, how about 50 Cent when he came out with "Get Rich or Die Trying"?
That was gritty New York rap. That's 03.
That's 50 Cent. You got what? Who? Shit, Ja Rule. You got
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
That was all. That's 03. That's when.
Yeah, you got.
That's when New York still. That's when people cared about being from New York. No one cares about being from New York anymore because New York doesn't sound like New York. New York doesn't have Joe Budden even.
New York is full of no New Yorkers anymore. Just the island of Manhattan, I believe.
Yo, but I'm okay with music sounding how it sounds from everywhere. Because the spitters are from New York.
Everybody brings up his whole New York hip hop.
And then even if I still count Drake as a spitter because when he is committed to rapping, Drake is literally one of the top 5 rappers today. Like, I hate when he sings, but when he wants to rap, Drake is super lyrical. Like, I put Drake up there with Kendrick and Big Sean when he wants to rap, but he don't want to rap with it. So
Big Sean, prime example. Sean's from Detroit, and he's about to have a project coming out with Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin has down south sound, literally Atlanta.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He works heavy with Travis.
Big Sean gonna be spitting because I decided Big Sean has a couple tracks with Metro Boomin.
When does the sound?
I don't think the sound's ever going back to just like strictly that boom bap rap. Like, no one's ever doing that.
Okay, here's
Rhapsody, she's from North Carolina. But she worked up her Ninth Wonder, who's from Chicago. So it's like
Jim Jones. Jim Jones is out.
He's a legacy act though. Jim Jones, Cameron, Dipset. Dave wants to be Nas.
Davies is just
but I don't put him in the top tier. Yeah, you like him, but that don't mean he's top in the charts right now.
For me, he's top. For
you, that's because you like him.
Talking about the charts.
My question was who's in the forefront. Just because you like him doesn't put him in the forefront.
That
was the question that was posed. Yeah, that was the question. I don't think
Davies is
sound. I wouldn't put Davies as a top tier artist right now. But he's dope, but I won't put him top tier. It's like Action's dope. I wouldn't put him top tier either.
I can't think of top tier besides the legacy.
When I think top tier,
I feel like,
but they're still active though. So do you really
kind of? Jay-Z puts out one every 3 years, and puts out an album every 2.5 years. That's his legacy. Fab, when's the last time he had a project out before this one? Jadakiss, when's the last time he had a project before this one? That was 2 years ago.
3 years ago.
Exactly. It's a legacy. He's not active right now.
Yeah.
But he's still putting. When does he not become active?
If
he's not as active as Travis Scott, Migos,
but when you say active,
they got projects out.
People are constantly getting radio.
They're featured on a lot of songs, like with other featured artists. Like
so when Fabulous was putting out the soul tapes, he got
but how long ago was that?
How long ago was that, bro?
But you're talking about right now.
No, I'm talking about how long ago was that? You're making my point for me. Whatever you. So
no, it's just like. You're saying that they're legacy acts, but they're still consistently putting out that same New York stuff. But I'm not talking about popularity.
I'm not talking about popularity. I'm saying like they're a legacy act because it's 2 and 3 years between projects.
Yeah. But they're still putting out that same sound.
It's the same sound. Yeah, that's the same sound, which makes them a legacy. You're not still going back to where they started from, which makes them a legacy act.
Like Drake is still dropping an album every year.
His sound is just completely changing with each album, and I like that because he's taking.
That's why I said I don't think New York sound is ever coming back because music is too fluid now. Like they're never gonna get that sound again. I mean, you got a couple people who are trying to do it, but I don't think it's gonna work like that. Dave, he's just starting to cross over now. He's doing crossover tracks with Chris Brown. Casanova, who is a Rock Nation artist, gritty like street type rapper. Yeah, but look what she hasn't have an album out.
Yeah, she
put out that one song and she fell completely off.
I'm like blanking out on people that
there's people that can spit,
but they're not doing anything with it. Yeah, like, you can put Don Q out there. He's a spitter, but what's he got showing for it? Nothing. That New York sound is dead for all intents and purposes.
Like I know who to go to. I know who to go to when I want to.
Oh, you will put Uncle Murda as a top tier artist right now.
But I'm not talking about
just because he's just
talking about people that's like active right now in New York.
I wouldn't even call him active though,
because
he puts out a freestyle.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not talking about top tier artists. I don't care about the popularity.
You're talking about what influences the sound.
In that everybody.
Who influences the sound? Who influences the sound of music? The top tier artist. So you can't have a conversation about the sound of music without mentioning the top tier artist. You can't do it. That's like
top tier is not person. It's not popularity.
It's not popularity. It's they're moving the sound because whether popular or not, you want to sound like what's hot right now because you want to sell.
But that's what you're saying right now. Top tier artists are popular artists.
But everybody gonna sound like everybody.
Everyone's gonna want to sound like what's selling them. So top tier or not, they're moving the sound of music.
So then Uncle Murda just dropped a project, right? A couple of
who's checking for it?
But see, there you go. You're saying who's checking for it?
Yeah, who's checking for it?
What's your point with that?
What's your point with that?
So that's what I'm saying. What's your point? So he dropped it, and
I thought it was okay. People think it's okay, and people say that New York hip hop is dead. Where people,
there's no specific sound.
People are going back with Dave East. People are going back to that same beat.
I would say that
going back to the Heat Makers and doing that same beat.
Yeah, but that's legacy shit. They're not gonna be putting out multiple tracks.
I don't know what Drake is doing, but he's going back to old crap from Wu-Tang. What was the one from Take Care?
Well, the reason that people are saying that New York is dead is because the sound of New York is dead is because when you talked there was a time when you talked about hip hop.
When you talked about hip hop, you talked about New York artists. You talked about Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, Ja Rule, Fat Joe.
Right now, right now, and you could go down the list. You know what I mean? Even people you're mentioning, like, it's okay.
Yeah, they're all
those are people from New York.
Even let's talk about Fab and Jada have two songs with Future on their newest project.
That shit should have been a throwaway.
That should have been
that Future song.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah, but like I said, it's legacy. But they had to reaching to sound like today's music,
just so they can.
That's my point.
Cross that bridge.
Yeah, even Dave East is doing crossover tracks with Chris Brown, like just to get that sound.
But let's say you're overseas.
Do you consider Chris Brown down south music?
No,
he's an R&B. He's an R&B.
No, but he's a crossover sound who uses heavy 808s, faster BPMs. The same shit the Southern artists use. They use that that's what's conducive to radio nowadays. If you want a radio play, if you want streams, you have to do what everyone else is doing. Like, you catch a spark every now and again with a Drake or a Travis Scott who sound completely like unlike everything else. But to the rest of the world and the rest of the media, that's what's moving the sound. That Southern based music, which is the Migos, Gucci Mane, and et cetera, et cetera. That's just music nowadays. It's not bad for bad or good. It's just where we're at right now. Like,
that's what it is.
Like, honestly, I would prefer to listen to Jordan Lucas, but he's not popular. He's not pushing the sound of music. But
he's from Massachusetts.
He's from Massachusetts, and he's introspective. He's the things I like. Yeah. He's introspective. He got bars, and he's
Jordan Lucas got fucking bars.
Savage.
Like, you can easily say Jordan Lucas is underrated. But he might very well be always underrated.
People are looking at
Chink's Drugs project. I know it's old. This is an old project.
I don't even listen to Chinks. So
okay, so then
I don't listen to Chinks. That's what I'm saying. I listen to everybody.
That's the thing. That's why I don't care everything.
But that's why I don't care. When I listen to everything, that's why I don't care if it's from New York. Is it New York sound? Is it this? If you spitting, when I want to hear you spit, I'm listening. If I don't want to fucking listen to lyrics and you talk about fucking bitches left and right while you got your watches on and shit, I am all for it. You know what I mean?
You gotta have that balance. Like, I don't want bars all day. Like, I want to have some bounce to my music at some point. But if I'm out and about, like in the club setting, I want to listen to a Travis Scott or Amigos or something with some bounce to it. But if I'm in the car by myself, I'm listening to Jay-Z. I'm listening to the old Kanye's. I'm listening to Jordan Lucas. People who are
Jay-Z's album don't sound like
it's not a New York album, because that's all Ninth Wonder, and Ninth Wonder is from Chicago.
Yeah,
so that's not even a New York sound. It's all samples.
But whole spitting
Nice Wonder reminds me of Kanye.
Yeah, because that's who Kanye trained under.
Yeah.
Heavy samples.
The heavy samples. So
and that's why Kanye, another Chicago artist.
When he was out and using all those heavy samples, I think it was 01 or 2002.
Well, Kanye, that's old. When did College Dropout come out? 04?
No, not College Dropout. I'm talking about the Blueprint.
The Blueprint was
like 01, 02.
01. This Blueprint 2 was 03.
Yeah.
No, Blueprint 2 was 02.
No, that was 03.
Black Album was 03. Yeah, Black Album was 03.
Oh, it's one of those years. At that time, I was still in the city. As a New Yorker, you integrate that same sound as your own, like the bartender bullcrap that they're talking about on the radio with Mano, where the strip clubs. It was a down south culture. Now it comes up to New York, strip clubs everywhere, and then they create something called the Bartenders.
I blame T-Pain for that.
The Bartenders.
He made that song, I'm in love with...
New York became all about the bartenders. Here comes Bernice. Here comes that Asian chick with the fake ass and the big tits. The other girls wearing these bathing suits.
Yeah,
so you want people to just stay where they're from and keep the same sound?
No. It's just like New York hip hop doesn't. It exists. It's just it's blended. It blends in a lot with the new sound, and people are saying that it's dead, and it isn't.
For all intents and purposes, if you really want to go back to where New York hip hop is, that's you talking about the Nas's and the heavy bars, like lyrical, like Wu-Tang and
how about Fat Five Freddy?
Yeah, that would be considered New York hip hop. That's like that's the early stages of hip hop, though. That's all it was New York. No one else was rapping.
Rakim.
But you can't stay there and say that New York is still alive. You can't.
We're living in the 80s and 90s. We're now today. Like today, there's no such thing.
But there's involvement of that.
Not just a New York thing. Today, there's nothing.
It still has that same feel of.
No, regional music today is dead. There's no such thing as regional music anymore.
I don't think so.
There's not, because we have the internet and social media. Everything travels way faster.
There's the voice.
It sounds the same.
The voice
and auto-tune. People are using auto-tune now. Everyone's using auto-tune now.
The voice behind the beat. I'm talking about like the content.
I think now
it's the stupid pill bullshit.
Yeah, and now that's another past versus present argument, because back in the day it was a drug dealer culture. Right. Now it's a drug user culture. Yeah, like that's just
you can't blame.
It's just like in Jay-Z, what Jay-Z said in 30 something, like y'all respect the nigga that got shot, I respect the shooter. That's another young man versus old wise guy mentality. Yeah. Why would you respect the guy that got shot and not the guy that just pulled the trigger? Like, who's gonna hurt you more?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's that same argument. Like, it's just that's just the 90s versus now.
But realistically, if you're coming from overseas and be like, hey, what's hip hop? Whatever you play, if they want to be like, yo, I want to listen to current hip hop, what state is it at?
You're gonna hear Travis.
The sound is gonna be from the South.
Yeah, it's gonna be that Southern bass, heavy 808s. Fast BPMs. Just
like, why do you think that the limelight is on producers a lot? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like producers are, to be real, like, this sound that, like, you don't like that's crossing into New York is the reason that hip hop as a genre and shit is number one in the country right now. It's moving
culture forward because everyone wants that sound.
It's moving, you know what I mean?
Everyone wants that sound, from Taylor Swift to Katy Perry.
Let's be real. Like, if hip hop still sounded like New York,
it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be where it is.
It wouldn't. There's no.
It would not be where it is.
It was down there, still be underground.
like nah, man.
Look at the Grammys. Like, the Grammys, like 4 hip hop actually are up for album of the year.
Yeah,
like,
and only one is from New York.
Oh. Only one.
From what?
The Grammys.
For Grammys, album of the year.
Album of the year.
It's 444, Kendrick's, Tyler the Creator.
No, not album of the year. Album of the year is Hove, Kendrick,
is it
Donald Glover,
Childish Gambino joint.
Lord and something else. I think Rhapsody got the
Rhapsody.
She got a mention, but it's still she's still
album.
She's North Carolina, but that's so. There's regional music as we know it. It's gone, man. It's
like I said. I
still see it. I still hear it as not
because you're still living back in the past, man. You gotta.
No, it's not.
You sound like Joe Budden right now.
You do.
I still hear the difference between here and here.
Yeah, but all your examples are from the 80s and 90s.
No, there was Dave East,
who's modeled after Nas.
ASAP. There's all these other people.
ASAP, I don't count because they're modeled after Southern artists.
Yeah.
ASAP is so heavily influenced by Houston, he uses chopped and screw elements in his music.
And Travis Scott is influenced by everybody.
Yeah. He's signed, for God's sake. He's signed.
All right.
He's signed as
still out right now and not, like, quote unquote top tier. Jim Jones. He's been putting out project consistently.
Yeah, but even Jim Jones with Dipset.
Some of it was a little up and down.
Dipset was one of the first groups that really embraced that down south type music.
Scissor, yeah. No, more West Coast.
No, Dipset is a heavy down south influence. That's what really took them off.
I didn't follow them that much, so that's y'all.
Yeah, when Dipset really took off is when they started using all them heavy 808 drums and shit, and everything was kicking. When even the Dipset anthem is heavy 808s. Like that's all.
Shit, even like Cameron. What is this?
Cameron now,
like oh boy.
Yeah, that's a banger. Great southern based beat. That was supposed to be for Jay-Z too. Jay-Z gave him that beat.
Word.
That was supposed to be for Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't want it though. That's crazy.
I can just imagine what Ho would have did.
He has a verse, but it's unreleased. But I'm hearing everyone saying it's fucking disgusting. But I can imagine.
That'd be interesting. I know, right?
But
the old Ho.
That was old. That's old one Ho.
Okay, what you just said.
That's still a street nigga Ho.
Dipset anthem. You said heavy 808s and whatever, but does it still sound not does it still sound?
That whole sound from Dipset in that era, in that period.
I'm not talking about the whole entire thing.
I am. You can't talk about one moment and not talk about the entire thing.
I'm talking about this one song. Like if you sit there and listen to
it's still the same shit. It's the same thing.
Yo, listen.
That's the song I use as a thing. It's heavy 808s. You're not gonna want to argument. That's what you're not.
It's like you sit there and you just listen to the feel of that song.
Yeah, because you're from New York. That's why you feel so passionate about this. That's why you feel so passionate. You're not gonna win this argument. That's just where we are with that.
You listen to this Dipset anthem and you think about it.
You're not winning this argument.
Listen to that specific song.
Just
listen to that specific song and be like, yo, does it still feel like a New York song?
Yo, I don't care. I
get that. I get that, but it might be heavily influenced by down south music, but it still sounds like a Harlem song.
Okay. Does it though?
I think it's a Harlem song. I think
it's Harlem because everyone on the song's from Harlem.
It's not even before that. Even before that, they still sound.
I believe I could fly. Listen, man.
Pedro,
y'all gotta agree to disagree.
You just gotta hold his L. You just gotta have to hold his L. That's just all you.
I'm good.
Just hold.
So you just, I mean, you don't. Do you think New York is dead?
No.
Okay, that's fine. You know what I mean?
I said regional music today is.
I just think as far as hip hop, running hip hop, it's definitely not New York.
It's not New York, no.
No, I'm not saying now it isn't. I'm just. My question was.
It never will.
It wasn't dead.
And my response was regional music as we know it is dead. Yeah. Everyone sounds the same.
Essentially, yeah, because like you said, some people from New York, they cross. Even though they're New York, but they still.
You don't even know these people?
I know who that is. But that's that's like gang. Like, that's just some wild shit. Like, I'm not thinking of him when I think of hip hop in New York. I'm not.
What do you think of?
That's the thing.
That's the thing. Legacy acts. People that's been around and don't do it consistently, but are there. You know what I mean? Like you said, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Hov, Cameron just put out a program. The program.
Speaking of, how is Cameron and Mace still beefing after 20 years?
I never knew there was a beef. I never cared. I'm tired of Mace. I'm just tired of
lie about it.
I'm just tired of Mace popping in every 5-6 years trying to drop a song and like, just get out of here.
Cameron has sex with his sister.
Hold on. So Cameron has sex with Mace's sister?
No, Cameron has sex with Cameron's sister.
Cameron doesn't have a sister.
That's what Cameron.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. He said he doesn't have a sister.
That's like who do we believe now? Mace is supposed to be a pastor, but y'all are here lying, blasphemous. And then Cameron said he had a deal.
I'm gonna believe Cameron.
You got to.
I'm believing Cameron.
He's the only one with actual facts.
That's the only reason that Mace didn't win.
Who got the L?
Mace.
Mace took the L because he lied.
Yeah, but before the interview,
if it's just bars, Mace barred him down, but it was all lies.
For sure.
Cam had facts.
Until Cameron spoke up and said everything he said, Mace that L was retracted.
I was ready to give Cam an L, but nah, because Mace definitely outbarred him.
Cam got it. Cam's got it.
Just off facts. You can't lie.
What I mean? Like Drake, that's why Meek Mill is such a double homicide.
Yeah.
Because Drake had bars plus facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why that beef. That's why Meek is
that
like
was bullying. That's
why it's bullying.
Meek is kind of sort of handling it a little bit well.
He's not handling it.
I don't know how he's still relevant. He's still relevant.
He just put on an album.
But I think he was always going to be this type of relevant. If anything, Drake helped him. Yeah. Because people were looking for Meek shit to see if he was going to clap back.
Nicki as well.
Not only that, he put out a credible album. 2 credible albums during that Drake beef. Well, one, then the one after that.
The one I listened to was the one that pretty much sparked it was Rico.
Yeah, that one happened to be a dope album.
That was only my only one I ever liked.
And then this Wins and Losses was dope. Like that's
I didn't listen to it.
Only reason that Meek survived the Drake.
He bothers my ears.
He screams.
He bothers my ears.
He screams. Well, he got a song where they use the Tony.
DMX.
Nah, don't disrespect DMX like that. When DMX was screaming, it was for a reason. Meek just screams because he don't know how to use a mic.
That's weird.
It's different. Yeah. DMX would growl at you. You got it, but he's just screaming because he don't understand like sound decibel levels. Like he just screams.
I mean, right now he's. I feel like people from Philly are just kind of.
Which is crazy though, because Philly got dope MCs.
They don't last though.
They just don't last.
Man, it's Melissa, man.
Freeway, dope MC. Bean Siegel, dope MC.
Oh, what was this Puerto Rican dude from Philly?
Oh, Petey Crack?
Yep, that's another one.
They just don't last.
It's okay. Whatever.
That goes back to my theory. That goes back to my theory that everything in Philly is broken, huh? Everything in Philly is broken.
Listen, man.
Philly.
Lil Uzi Vert got Philly on the map.
No.
That's from Philly? I'm pretty sure.
He's from Philly. Yeah, he's from Philly.
I'm pretty sure he's from Philly.
Yeah.
He don't look like no Philly.
I don't know what he looks like.
Last time I saw a nigga, he was wearing a dress, so.
He out here wilding. But he got Philly on the map.
He got purple hair.
Let's put it like that.
He had a purse and yellow
Even
hair.
though he don't rep it like Meek does, he got Philly on the map. Because Lil Uzi Vert, for the new generation,
I didn't realize that he was signed to DJ Drama.
Lil Uzi Vert?
Yeah. I didn't realize he was being handled by Drama. That's crazy to me.
What is Little Pump?
He's a rapper. You know he's only like...
No.
He's like 16.
Well, like ethnicity-wise.
Oh, I fucking don't know.
I don't know, mixed.
I know he got rainbow dreads. That's all about. And I know Joyner Lucas just fucking flamed him on his own beat.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that shit from beginning to end.
Okay, so
I don't know. He's I don't know.
When I listen to Tekashi, have you listened to Tekashi?
No, I'm not.
I listen to.
I'm not listening to nobody that sounds like an NBA.
He's trash.
But
I consider that trash.
Yeah, but I kind of find it like a gimmick, and it's funny. And after a gimmick starts like going on and on and on and on, it starts to become catchy.
Nah, I'm not listening to nobody that's named after an NBA Street character. I can't do that.
Gun Ammo or whatever that song was called, is kind of like, okay, like you sit there and listen to it. It's kind of like Post Malone. I didn't like him at all.
Nah.
And then I started just getting used to him. But then what turned me kind of like a little weird was he has rainbow dreads. He has a big ass 69. He has 69s everywhere.
He's like 69 That's his
he has a Saw character right here.
I got Jigsaw and shit.
I would know.
And then he's holding a fucking Uzi and just.
Hey, yo, but that's
and that's a confusing image.
It's not a confusing image. It just you're paying attention to him. That's all he cares about.
Yeah.
What kind of
you paying attention? You're clicking on whatever you're listening to, even if it's a little snippet. He getting paid.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And it's kind of funny because now when you sit there and you think about, I forget who said this joke, something about like, oh, I was getting stick up at the ATM machine, and I turn around and he had blue skinnies on or something. I forget what comedian said that.
If you get robbed by someone wearing skinny jeans, you deserved it.
And it was like neon blue skinny jeans.
It's expected nowadays, though, so I'm fine with that.
No, you deserved it.
It goes back to Young Thug.
I want my robbers to dress like robbers. You have a baggy hoodie with sweatpants on. I'm not respecting you as a thief. That's just how I feel about it.
How do you feel about?
You better not dare try to rob me wearing no goddamn skinny jeans.
How do you feel about what's his name? If Young Thug threatened you in a dress with a big ass gun, how would you feel about that? Would you laugh? Because I would.
I would definitely laugh. I feel confused as shit, but. It is what it is.
I'm done.
Yeah. Moral of the story.
Listen, man.
Moral of the story.
Exorcism.
Yeah, this is the exorcism. It was a very well exorcism. You know what I mean? I got to be honest with the people, man.
Pedro held his L in this little debate. He don't want to admit it though, but
I mean, we could go back. I think you took an L, but I kind of got your point.
I got what he was saying, but he still took an L.
Yeah, I mean, I like where hip hop is, and New York just happens to be a part of it. It's not in the forefront though.
No,
it's definitely down south. It's down south 100%.
It's west and down south.
Down south.
Down south, yeah.
100%.
Even the West Coast is influenced by it.
Yeah, it's down south 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm not even about to let this. That's it. It's hip hop is good right now. I listen to everything and anything. So with that being said, this episode is brought to you by motherfucking Kanye.
I have a right to talk about what I want. I have a right to give my opinion because I back everything up.